Let's talk about what happened in Ventura County. So ICE went out there in force. They were backed up by the military, by the National Guard, and 500 members of the local community showed up to protect against these illegal kidnappings. First, let's talk the military involvement. Totally illegal, violates posse comitatus. And if we had a functioning judiciary system, if we had a Supreme Court that wasn't compromised, they would have shut it down day one because they would have said, this brings us precipitously close to a dictatorship. But now it is already becoming normalized to have Humvees and 5 tons and troops in body armor just out on the streets of the U.S. doing policing action.
Man, you know this is wrong! You know this is wrong!
And they're using the excuse right now that these troops are just here to protect ICE in case of civil dissent. But this is step one. They are normalizing, and at some point these troops will be kicking down doors alongside ICE, mark my words. Listen to this chilling announcement from the local mayor.
We urge all residents to remain calm, stay indoors when possible, and know your rights. Do not go out unless necessary. Stay at home and do not open the door to strangers. This message is for awareness and safety.
So what is the purpose of all these extremely heavy-handed ICE raids? Well, Stephen Miller lays it out, plain and simple.
ICE agents, Border Patrol agents, cops are now getting shot at.
It's happening because, Jesse, there is an insurrectionist movement in the Democratic Party that is inspiring domestic terrorism against ICE.
That's all I can handle of him right now, but did you hear what he said? They're trying to equate anti-ICE sentiment with insurrection, and I'm sure they'll tie terrorism in there somewhere as well. That's how they're going to go after the political enemies, anyone who dissents. That's how they're going to go after the free press. That's how they're going to go after people like me on social media. These raids are going to become more militant, more violent. People are going to push back harder. Then they're going to try to charge the mayors, the Democrats, anyone who is pushing back with being an insurrectionist. So we all have to decide, are we going to fall in line or are we going to push back despite the consequences? And unfortunately, being silent, being compliant, it's not going to save you. It is not going to make things any better. History has shown us that appeasement to fascism never works.